was a massive.
You're losing connection.
Cup and handle.
Nice. Lumen looks really good. Coming up on that 1550 target pretty soon.
Google's a massive cup and handle on the 15 minute. Apple is climbing. Dog shit silver's trying to climb.
DoorDash coming back for that retest. Costco pulled back below the triangle, but it's giving buy the dip signals on the OTS, so not too worried about that. It's also holding a 1 hour pivot. Neo is holding above the 43 level. Failed 4450 target though.
Check out MNMD, the 15-minute candle that just came in. Just can go with the whole day.
What ticker? NNMD?
Yeah, mine.
Oh, yeah, it is getting some volume. I think this one ran shortly after Clove did that first time. That's probably why it's getting action. Clove is already over 1 million shares traded today. Oh, sorry, 1 million options. 1 million calls coming in. Geo coming up on the short squeeze scanner. It's a real estate company. Not a very good short squeeze though. It would have to break out of a massive downtrend. INSG is hovering right on the high day. If it breaks this level, I think very easily could get to above 11 by the end of the week. Going on dirty. Wendy's, not Win Hotels. Still looks pretty strong, holding the 21 EMA. Could definitely go for another high day. It's up 24% on the day. How much was it up on the high? 28%. Yeah, so pretty big move. The weekly is disgusting, massive engulfing. I think it's the biggest weekly candle Wendy's has ever seen. If not, it's very close.
Attendees.
Go.
Probably gonna scalp this.
Yeah, Go still looks really good. Reclaiming the daily pivot.
2.8 now.
What are you talking about?
Wendy's.
Oh yeah.
I just grabbed some $32 calls.
Up, Gabriel.
TD is showing that there's like no open interest on those, but there's a lot of volume. Is that just TD messing up?
No, it's probably
Yeah,
because
just-
they're getting all the action in one day.
Oh shit, mine is ripping. Hot new high day. 380.
I posted a tweet on Bitcoin and I talked about it in the analysis. The tweet was, I went over it on stream as well, that the volume profile that I gave you guys. What's the level? Let me see. It's this right here. I said below 36.3, you hold below that level, it's going to continue downward. So 36.3 was basically the line in the sand, kind of up here. We broke that, now we're at 32.6, so it's getting wrecked. Went all the way down to 31. Basically, there's just no buyers. The momentum is very weak. This is a bull trap on the Momo. Failed the pivot, failed the fib levels. The next support is really not until like 28 to 26. A little bit of support where it's bouncing now, where you kind of bottomed on the liquidation move. But besides that, there's really nothing stopping you from going down to 25, maybe even 20,000. Weekly 50 moving average right around 29. Should start to find some support around that, 29 to 25. If you don't find support before 25, it's going to get bloody pretty fast. Yeah, I saw Wish. Wish is on my biggest gainer scanner. It's actually the biggest gainer of all the big companies today. Besides, actually, no, it's bigger than Wendy's, yeah. It does have a massive falling wedge here if you go to the logarithmic because it is a long-term wedge. We do want to get above that trend as soon as possible. Kind of had like an older wedge here that it broke downward out of. Then we created a new wedge kind of between these two levels. And now we're breaking back into the old wedge. If it can hold above the trend, get back above the 50-day moving average, this definitely could go for a massive move. I don't think it has a lot of short float, even though it looks like it does. Let me see. No, it's got 16%, which is pretty standard. So it's not heavily shorted. Yeah, massive day, 40% gain. Really, the only way you could have predicted that move is it has a massive bull div on the low time frame. So 4 hour has a bull div. Even the daily has a bull div. 1 hour, not so much, but it does have a pivot. So there was a lot of support coming in down there. What's going on, daily div? Silver still pulling back to support. A lot of support here on silver, though. You got the VWAP. You got the pivot, 21 EMA. If it goes a little lower, you still have a lot of support kind of around 25. It's just very frustrating how long silver has been failing this weekly ascending triangle. It's been putting in this triangle for quite some time now, basically the whole year. You're sitting above the weekly pivot, but below the weekly resistance, which is another pivot. So we're stuck between two very big levels here. INSG still hovering right above or right by the daily high. Looks like it definitely wants to go higher. This is a massive short squeeze play. It has over 30% short float. much volume is this getting today? Let's take a look. Share float 101 million. Where's today's volume? 1.7 million, so not a whole lot. 1.2 relative volume, so it's actually picking up.
Lumen just did a high day.
Yeah, I like Lumen. Broke the resistance, came back to retest it. Breaking out again, 1550, pretty easy on Lumen.
Hey, Deja, what's your thoughts on the XOP? Look at all time frames.
Is it oil?
Yep.
Yeah, oil. Yeah. No, I like oil. The thing with oil is all the oil companies just follow the oil price, so you're better off just charting CL. And CL looks fantastic. CL looks. Oh, sorry guys, just hit my mic. CL looks really, really good. It's breaking an ascending triangle on the daily and weekly, depending on which time frame you're looking at. And he came back to retest it, and now we're breaking higher again. It's the commodity that people should be trading besides silver.
This is an oil ETF, like a SPY oil and gas ETF.
Yeah, it looks identical. It looks identical to oil. Doing the same thing. Broke resistance, consolidated above it, breaking higher. It gave pretty good discounts in COVID. I think oil companies continue to rise.
Yeah, all through the summer they're gonna run.
Yeah. The weekly OTS hasn't been bearish since November, and that was just a one-day trap or a one-week trap. It really hasn't been bearish since the bottom of COVID. There's also a lot of tension going on in the Middle East. That always helps oil. SPY also looks really good. Kind of doing similar pattern that oil is, breaking resistance, consolidating above it. Daily has a nice hammer, but this hammer could be bearish if we see a down day tomorrow. Yeah, Dev, the crypto market's dead right now. Unless you're trying to buy dips or dollar cost average, there's no point in really paying too much attention to crypto. There's a lot of money to be made in equities right now. A lot of growth names are coming back. We just closed a trade on NEO last week for over 20% gain on shares. Like, that's disgusting. If we would have traded options, that's hundreds of percent, right? And it's still going. I said you guys could have had a re-entry on NEO above 43. I wasn't home yesterday, so I missed the re-entry. I might try to re-enter if it breaks 44.50. I think NEO could easily go to 50, 55. A lot of other growth names are coming back. You can see big tech is coming back pretty quickly. The lottos that I mentioned in the summary markets on Facebook did over 100% already. Microsoft did over 100% already as well. You had a big gain on the Apple ones as well, I believe. Mainly last week. Amazon also breaking resistance as well. You guys on stream, you guys can see my scanners here. These are all the big names trading today. A lot of option flow coming in on Clove, mainly due to Wall Street bets. BlackBerry, it's been getting option flow for the past 2 weeks. Wish, Workhorse, not sure what this is. Ashford Hospitality Trust, guessing real estate maybe. Lots, and then GOEV. I haven't seen that name before. Biggest gainers on the day are these over here. You've got
Ashford's
Wish,
real estate trust for hotels in the U.S.
Wendy's, APPN, TSP, Stitch Fix. They've been running for quite some time. Let's take a look at them. Yeah, Stitch Fix looks good. I think they had earnings today. That's why they're moving so much. Nice recovery on them.
Holy crap, it's storming hard here.
Weekly coming into a pivot. If you can reclaim that pivot on Stitch Fix, most likely going higher.
Yeah, it looks ominous, Zach. Like, real bad.
DADA. I think that's a server company. FSLY, I'm surprised they're going up today because they had that. I don't think it was a hack. I'm not sure what it was. It might have been a hack. But there was a massive outage on their data servers. It caused a lot of the internet to go down because they're one of the largest internet server providers in the world. But they're up 10% today, so looks pretty good. What else do we have here? MP, Virgin Galactic, Global E Online. Not sure what these companies are. Open Door actually not looking too bad. Let's take a look at that. So Open Door has this pattern that we look for a lot, where it has this massive falling wedge. So we wait for the falling wedge to break out, but then we also want to see it break above the 50-day moving average. So the wedge is broken, but it's not above the 50-day. So until it can break the 50-day, it's probably going to go back for a retest of the wedge. If not, you can see a consolidation above that 50-day. Maybe the 21 catches up. This is longer term, obviously. 21 catches up. Price is probably trading somewhere around here. You could start to see a retrace all the way back to the previous highs. This is a very strong reversal pattern for long term. Keep an eye on that. How's PLTR been holding up? So PLTR is kind of doing what we're talking about. Kind of have a wedge break. This is more of like a broadening wedge though. Breaking out back above the 50. 21's crossing. So long term, this looks pretty good. You can start to hold value kind of in this area here. You should see that gain in value back to around 27, 28. And then you can hold that. You should see a retrace back to the previous high. Did you guys see that the pipeline that got hacked, the US government was actually able to get back most of the money they paid in ransom? Complete idiots, the hackers. Complete idiots.
Wow.
How do they even do
Yeah.
that? Like, how do they get it back?
I'm not sure, I didn't look into it, but I know they paid them in Bitcoin, I believe. And they were able to trace it and get a lot of it back.
So that means they caught the person.
I don't think they caught them entirely. I think they just were able to somehow get the money.
Plot twist.
They hacked themselves.
Rug themselves.
Yeah. MKD coming up on the penny stock scanner has been ripping all day. It's actually not a bad chart if you think that it's going to bottom here. Massive engulfing candle, engulfed the last 3 months. Molecular data, MKD. Let me see if there's a short float on that. No short float. Relative volume is 3.21. Getting a little bit of action today. What made you take that penny stock one on the scanner yesterday, Smoochie? The scanner just went off and you took a look at it. A couple of these old names coming back up on the breakout scanner. CRISPR, or sorry, not CRISPR, Casper, CSPR, Casper Sleep. Thing is ripping today. That's actually not a bad chart. That's a missed trade, dude. Beautiful, beautiful chart. Pulled back to the pivot. Gave a buy the dip signal right on the pivot. Beautiful doji. And now you're ripping off the pivot. It's up 25% from the pivot, so very, very clean. Kodak showing up on the breakout scanner today. FUV, this is one of the, I think it's one of the, what is it? EV companies, I believe. Same thing I was talking about earlier for you guys on stream. You see this little falling wedge here. Got really tight, broke out, broke the 50-day, and then you had that confirmation and you ran. You always want to see it break the 50-day when you're breaking wedges. Vizzle, this is one that we traded back during the penny stock craze. Starting to come back. Same thing here. Breaking the wedge. And I'm only using logarithmic on these because they're penny stocks. And if I don't use logarithmic, it's very different. But same thing here. Broke the wedge, broke the 50-day. Now we're seeing that confirmation breakout. How's BlackBerry doing today? It's getting a lot of calls. Barely below the daily pivot. You failed the daily pivot at 1950. You can hold this pivot here. You should be able to run. Nokia was also getting a lot of action on the breakout scanner. Nokia still looks decent, holding on that pivot around 550. If you can hold above that pivot at 550, it should be able to go higher. Wish is getting a lot of volume here. 3,000% volume increase on the 1-minute candle. So you just got a massive trade. I'm guessing a block trade came in. I don't see it on my scanners though. This is not wish.com, so don't mistake it. Actually, sorry, this is wish.com. Excuse me. I thought their ticker was different. Yeah, this is wish.com. I had to double check that. Best candle in their entire history, so definitely keep an eye on them. Here's that 50-day moving average coming in to the penny. Yeah, Doodle, I'm taking a big break next week. I'm actually going on vacation. I'm not going to take a full break, though. I'm going to be looking at my charts and posting a lot of daily analysis, but I'm going to be on vacation, so hopefully won't be stuck on the charts for too long. I'm just going to Ocean City, going to the beach. Nothing too crazy. It'll be my first big vacation in like 2-3 years. I'm not a big vacation person anymore. I used to go on vacations a lot with my family. But now I do like 1 or 2 a year, if that. I usually go on cruises, and the cruises have been shut down due to COVID. Thinking about planning a Colorado trip next year. Go skiing. I don't like being away from the charts for too long. Vacations can become very expensive as a trader. They can also help, though. If you would have went on vacation in the beginning of the year when we were trading pennies, you would have missed out on a lot of money. But if you would have went on vacation right after that, you would have saved yourself a lot of headache. For like 2 months after that penny season, the market was abysmal.
Halo. Did Nico for Nico's a good friend of Tony Simons? Told me to call you right away.
Yeah, Doodle, the problem with going on vacation as a trader, you have your laptop, you have your phone, you got trading view on everything. So you're not like on vacation. You're looking at the charts 24/7 pretty much. I'm gonna try to look at them like in the morning, right when the bell opens. Unless I'm like on the beach or something, I might even look on my phone there. But I'm mainly gonna focus on looking at them around probably like 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock. I'm gonna do my daily analysis in Discord, and then try to get off of them. I'm not watching crypto at all right now. I'm only holding a small bag in BNB, small bag in FTT. Those are bleeding holes in my pocket, obviously. Burning holes in my pocket. But I'm mainly cash. I've withdrawn most of my money on crypto. I paid myself fat from some big trades that we took before it crashed. And then all my money that's left on FTX is either in those bags or in cash. Hey, Jorge, what's going on?
If his last name is Ramos.
It's Kamara. Yeah, definitely missing in action. You got to take vacations every now and then. I've had like little trips. Like my girlfriend's dad has a lake house. We go there every now and then. I take like little weekend vacations. The weekend vacations are easy as a trader because the market's closed, unless you're crypto. But taking normal vacations, there's almost no time during the year. The biggest time you could take a vacation as a trader during the week is around Thanksgiving. That's the only time you have like weekdays off. You get a couple of vacation days like Memorial Day, but not many. Any thoughts on Lots? Lots is getting a lot of call volume today. 153,000 calls.
Zach, my house is shaking.
Not sure why it's getting so many calls. Beautiful wedge that you're in right now, though, you're breaking out of. So I do like that. Could be a channel, not really a wedge. You are breaking the 50-day, which is really good. If you ever have channels like this or falling wedges, you always want to break the 50-day. Because that's kind of confirming the reversal. So your reversal is definitely beginning. If you can hold above the 50-day, above 650, you should begin to completely shift this into an uptrend. I can try to find what the call volume is on, but my scanner doesn't tell me. Let me see. A lot of call volume on the 750s and the $10 for June 18th. And then you have a lot of call volume on... That's actually pretty much it. Everything else is pretty standard. Yeah, almost all of the call volume coming in is on the 750s and the $10 calls for this Friday, or not this Friday, June 18th. Funny enough, both those levels line up with my pivots. There's a pivot at 750 and there's a pivot at 10. How's VIX doing? Still holding this low here. This is almost back to like equilibrium on VIX. So if we look at like the monthly, you can see VIX has a lot of spikes every now and then. But for the most part, if you look at the last 10 years, equilibrium is somewhere around where it is now. Around 17 to 20-ish. So seeing little spikes in VIX from here on out, as long as they're below like 21, they're not really spikes. It's just, this is standard VIX action now. It could even go lower. You can see like the average low the last 10 years is kind of around like 13. So we should start to see lower volatility. By the way, guys, I will not be streaming again tomorrow. I've been missing a lot of stream days. I do apologize. I've been pretty busy. IRL. I do have a doctor's appointment tomorrow, so I will not be on stream. I will be in Discord for most of the day. I think. We'll see. And then I have I'll do the analysis basically around the standard time. And then we should be back to normal streams. What is tomorrow? Is tomorrow Wednesday? Yeah, back to normal on Thursday. Costco failing the ascending triangle on the daily, but you do have buy the dip signals on the last 2 days. So as long as we hold here, it's not looking too bad. My biggest gainer on the day is XRT. We're pretty heavily invested in the retail sector. I told you guys about, a few weeks ago. Finally getting that breakout. So if this can hold above like 96 and a quarter, you'll probably get 98. Break above 98, you should get 103. Pretty slow mover though, so it might not be the quickest breakout. Another good gainer today is Jets, holding the 50 and the 21. You did pull back to basically exactly where we thought, just pulled back a little differently than we thought it would. If it breaks above that pivot above 27 and a quarter, we should finally see that move all the way up to 30. Keep an eye on the scanners here for a second. Hey, Frank. Siri's on the scanner. I haven't seen Siri in a while. What's that doing?
There was a cheddar flow alert that he posted before. I bought August 20th $7 calls for 60 something cents before. They're 87 cents now.
It's finally exploding. We tried to trade this way back in, what was it, like July, September? I don't even know. Might have been somewhere around October. But we tried to trade basically these little spikes here. We were looking for this move way back here for it to break out of this massive range that it's been in, but it just never wanted to do it. Then you had that breakout on earnings, and then now we're breaking out again. Doesn't look too bad, actually. It's finally getting back above this really long pivot. at around 640. Oh, sorry, you guys can't see them on the scanners. Yeah, you have a really long pivot here at 640. You hold above that. Sorry, 680. Looks really strong above that level. A lot of volume coming in on Casper and Kodak again. About 2,000% volume on the 1 minute on both.
Siri is right. Right, actually, just ticked off the weekly auto SR at like 7:14. It's basically where it was right as the COVID fall happened.
This is a short squeeze company on Casper. This is a very, very clean breakout. CSPR, let's see. 14% short float, 6 days to cover. So, small one. It's a beautiful weekly chart. Broke the weekly pivot at 10:30 and we've been running since. The open of the IPO is around 1450, so that'd be the obvious target. FSLY getting a spike in volume here as well. 1000% volume increase on the 5-minute candle. For you guys on stream, you can see this is what I'm calling out. This little yellow right here. When you guys look at my scanners, the yellow is something to pay attention to. These mean spike in volume. We're getting one on THCB as well. Look at that one ripping. THCB. Tuscan Holdings. Massive spike on that recently. Huge volume coming in. It's a massive falling wedge breaking out. A lot of these falling wedges, these things that have been dying for the past 6 months,
That's a SPAC.
are starting to
for the
recover.
cannabis company.
Yeah, it's doing well.
Smoochie, you got the Jazz tonight? I do.
I don't know. Conley's out, I think.
Are the Suns still in?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Just bet on the
Yeah.
Suns. Been saying it for months.
I won money on the Suns yesterday.
Suns never lose.
Yeah, they're really good.
I still don't think there's anybody who can beat Brooklyn right now, though, because they had Harden out, and they still put a beating on what's his face.
Is Harden going to get MVP?
I don't know.
Because I almost made a bet, like way back when I was doing the Suns bets, like months ago. I almost made a bet on him winning MVP just randomly. I don't know shit about sports. But I almost made a bet on him, and the odds were like really good. I think it was over 10 to 1.
I'm pretty sure that the favorite is Jokic.
That's what somebody
Yeah.
said in stream.
The Nets right now remind me of all those powerhouse teams that always had such good players, you know, like back in the 90s when it was like Jordan and Pippen and Rodman and with the Lakers, you know, you had Kobe and Shaq. It was Kobe and Gasol at other times, and Odom when he was good, and then there was like the Warriors when they had Durant and Steph Curry, and I forgot who else. That's the Nets right now to me, because they got Irving, Harden, Durant. I mean, the team is just so stacked. It's hard to bet against them.
For you guys on stream, I don't know anything about sports. or I don't know anything about basketball. The only reason I'm saying the Suns are good is because when sports betting was finally legalized in Virginia, I was betting on the Suns and I was winning almost every single bet. So
Did I tell
if it
you
works,
that
it works.
one of the Suns players, his mom is my nurse at the VA?
Nice. So he's not taking care of her.
Cameron Payne or Pay something like that. Cameron Payne, I think.
I think if he's an NBA Suns player, his mom wouldn't be working.
I don't think he's that good.
No, he was a rookie. He was at OK. She said she was at OK. He was at OKC, and then he went to the Suns. But I think he's still like a rookie or in his first, second year. He's not a.
ASTS, baby.
Damn, that would have been a nice gap fill on FSLY.
I called
It's almost
ASTS
filled
out
now.
earlier. Why did I call that? Which scanner was it on? It was on my I think it was on my breakout scanner. Is it on the breakout or the penny one? It's not on the penny one, it's $10. I'm actually not sure. It was on one of the scanners. You'd assume that'd be an easy fucking trade because it's a spec at $10. Their notional value is $10. So when it's trading at $7, it's giving you a 30% discount. It's pretty ridiculous. I can see if Trade Ideas gives me any similar charts. FSLY, let me see. The only ones it gives me is SFTW and THCB, the one that I called out earlier.
Hey Smoochie, you know we got Euros coming up, right?
Yep.
We got Euros and we got the Gold Cup.
Just started, right? Didn't I think France is playing right now. And yeah, that's it.
I thought it started Friday.
France is playing Bulgaria right now. Griezmann just scored.
It's probably a warm-up game then. Yeah, that's a friendly. Yeah, it's a warm-up
He
game.
scored a pretty ridiculous goal just now.
Yeah, the official matches start Friday. And then I think the finale of that is gonna end right when, yeah, the final of that is June 11th, July 11th, and that's when, or in July is when the Gold Cup starts. So like this whole summer is gonna be stacked with soccer tournaments. We just had the UEFA Nations League. Now we got the Euros, and you got the Gold Cup, and then of course the regular season starts.
Hey, Deja, did you check out IBM weekly?
I have not, let me see. Yeah, it's pretty clean. Reclaiming the pivot. Look at the fucking downtrend this thing's been on for the past 10 years.
It's breaking it today.
Yeah. It's back above the 50 month moving average.
I'm waiting for
Yeah, it
this
is.
week to close and then a pullback. I'm gonna long it.
This would be like super leaps, dude. It's breaking a fucking 10-year trend line.
Yeah, it's disgusting.
The Momo is finally confirming the bottom too.
It's a nice chart.
That's a nice
Balls,
goal.
is that your call or just the calls overall?
I'm up 1,300% on the ones I took, but that's them today.
Dude, they're up fucking 14,000% almost.
Yeah, it's insane.
Wish is getting a volume spike again. Volume spike on ASTS and THCB. Yeah, ASTS is ripping. Did you take that when I called it out on the scanner earlier, or were you already in this?
No, I took it when you called it out.
Nice.
Up 1,500% now.
Love it. Another volume spike on Wish. That was actually a block trade that just came out on Wish. Bullish block trade trading at $12.
Holy crap, this thing don't stop, dude.
Yeah, this thing is ripping, dude. Holy shit. What was it priced at when I called it out? Do you remember?
10 cents.
No, I mean the stock.
Oh, I don't remember.
What's the option priced at now?
173.
Holy shit. Which one did you grab?
The 15s for next week.
Nice. If they were 10 cents, that was basically at lunchtime. Yeah, so it's basically right when it spiked. Nice. They were trading at 5 cents this morning, 3 cents. Jesus.
Daily buy.
They went from 3 cents to $2 today.
My only regret is not buying more, dude.
Yeah, really. The daily buy on it was disgusting, especially 2 days ago. Really
Sorry, I was
disgusting.
talking about Wish.
ASTS gave a daily buy 2 days ago. Weekly buy coming in.
Balls, you're so cliche.
Thanks, buddy.
15-minute buy was really clean too. Yeah, Wish looks good. 15-minute buy on the bottom. Daily buy coming in. No, not enough data on the weekly. 1 hour buy. Yeah, it looks really good. The 1 hour hasn't even taken profit yet either. It's just going straight up. 15-minute hasn't taken profit since 960. There's no resistance coming in. No more volume spikes coming in. Little spike there on SPY. Look at SPY and Qs, 1 minute. Got about 10 minutes left on the day. I wish INSG was getting more eyes. It's moving this much and it's not even moving on massive volume. This short squeeze could really take off if it hits some scanners.
We all pooled our money together. We'd be able to hit a scanner or two.
Yeah. It's a pretty big company though. It's not as small as the ones we used to trade. I think it's over 5 bill. If you want to hit scanners easily, you trade the ones that are like below 500 million. Those are the ones that we were trading back a few months ago. Volume spike on ACIC. ACIC.
Bobo is obsessed with that.
Does he like this? It's exploding
That's like
today.
Electric buses.
Oh, never mind. It's funny as hell. When you look at that candle, it looks like it should be up like 10-20%. It's only up 1.2%. That's hilarious. No, that's ACTC, I think you're talking about.
Oh yeah.
This is also a SPAC, though, ACIC.
Is it SPAC season again?
I don't think so. These things are barely moving. This thing's hitting a scanner. It's up 1%. It's disgusting.
Oh yeah, this is Archer. Aviation company. Oh, and they just partnered with United. That's pretty big.
THCB volume spike. Yeah, THCB is ripping since I called it out earlier. Just going straight up. These options are coming back. Balls, if you're still in ASTS. A lot of sell volume coming in on those.
Yeah, I sold it for 1,500%.
Not a bad trade, you know?
Yeah, I'd feel bad. I'd feel stupid tomorrow if it fucking nuked.
Not a bad trade.
It's free money. That puts me 11% up on the day. Hell yeah.
Nice.
Me too, friend. 11.5.
Hell yeah.
It did open like 15, made some dumb decisions.
I was down 15% at one point today.
I'm up 90% for the account in the last 2 weeks, so
Nice.
Going to Five Guys right after my appointment tomorrow, dude. Fucking
Apple's not having a good close.
can't eat for 2 days. You gotta load up on Five Guys.
Is your appointment in the morning?
3 p.m.
Oof.
They didn't have any morning appointments, sadly. The guy that I'm going to is very well respected, so he's busy.
Or he could be busy screwing people over.
Fuck does that mean, Cease?
I don't know. I heard half of the conversation. I have no idea what you're talking about.
He's blowing our brains out again.
You said something, he's well respected and he's busy. And I said, oh, he's probably busy screwing somebody over, but I don't know what the hell you were talking about. What were you talking about?
My
Solos.
colonoscopy doctor.
Oh, okay. You're gonna be getting the KY ready.
I hope so. That's how you know you're getting old. Fucking talking about colonoscopies.
Sees goes and gets them every other day.
Yeah, he likes them. They're like, sir, didn't we see you
Speaking of
last
which-
week?
Yeah, but I want another one.
Just to make
Speaking
sure.
Speaking of which,
I'll be back.
speaking of which,
I'll be back
you
every
know-
Tuesday and Thursday. Be ready.
speaking of which, one of these stupidest things that people do is those colon cleanse things.
The enemas?
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, they're called enemas, aren't they?
No, they stick a tube. They empty out people's colons. They stick a tube up their ass and pump it out, and it's gross. But on top of that, it's unnecessarily, and all the stuff they say about cleaning you out and stuff is just bullshit. Our bodies are fine-tuned machines, and there's actually there's actually good bacteria in your
My body
gut.
is not a fine-tuned
Hold on. Let me give a disclaimer. All right, stream. We are not medical experts. This is not medical advice. Okay, continue.
There's just
Continue
no
with the butt fun talk.
there's just no point to them because if
Hey,
you
just want to get cleaned out. Sees.
you have good, there's good and bad bacteria, and in your colon and in your gut you have good bacteria.
There's the bell.
Put it this way: did you know that there's some people that are really sick that they get feces from other people and put it in them to get that good
The
bacteria?
hell are you telling? This is an off stream.
No, Google it. I am not joking. It's called
Fecal
a
transplant. It's a
fecal-
real thing.
yeah, fecal transplant. They get good bacteria in people's colons and they implant it into other people to help them fight off diseases. Now,
I'm done.
if you're getting a colon cleanse, you're getting all that shit out of you. That's good for you, for your body.
What's wrong with scraping the walls, Sees? Sees is a hater, dude. What's wrong with scraping the walls?
Nice, Huss. You guys had a good day, huh? How the hell is Stunk red today? The hell did Stunk do? Oh, it's silver, probably. Silver and gold. Yeah. He's getting buried. You're up 86% on the memes. Nice, dude.
He said he sold ASTS too early too.
Oh, he was in that? Nice.
Nah, but he sold it too early. Probably would have been green.
Yeah. I'm pretty green on the day thanks to XRT. Jets also helping out. INSG, all our shares on that's ripping. Only red on Costco, really.
Microsoft was up so big today, and it just fucking came back. Yeah, look at Microsoft's daily candle. Pulled back the whole day.
You know where it failed is right on that gap. It tested it like for 1 penny and then failed. There's a big gap back in April.
Yeah.
Literally touched it for 1 penny and failed. Apple had a good day, but then it nuked. Failed the 50-day moving average. Facebook looks really good though if it holds above this 332. Netflix, Amazon not looking too bad. Amazon looks the best. But all right, guys, in stream, like I said, I will not be streaming tomorrow. I do have a doctor's appointment. Hopefully streams will be back to normal on Thursday. I should be here Thursday and Friday. And then next week, I will not be here for stream the entire week. So you guys will miss me that whole week. But if you guys are in Discord next week, will not be a problem. We'll talk about that more on Friday. But I'll be posting the daily analysis as always. I'll even hang out probably in the morning some days, depending on what we're doing. But I'll most likely be on the beach. I looked at the weather. The weather looks pretty good. But if it rains one day, I might hang out with you guys in Discord. But right now, it looks like it's going to be like 70, 80s for most of the days. So, but yeah, we'll talk about that when we get there. Tomorrow, no stream. Today, I will be posting analysis normal time. So be on the lookout for that. And then I will see you guys tomorrow morning in Discord.
Did
All right,
you
guys.
plan this vacation specifically